Hello and welcome to another, and maybe the last, or this is the last episode of my N64 collection. This is Mr. Venom 1974. And we start with a giant. Maybe one of the best ego shooters of all time. GoldenEye is maybe the pinnacle of a great game, of a great license game. If you never ever played this game or a remake, shame on you. This is awesome. Simple as that. It's a rare game, by the way. Great game, great title. You have to play it. Castlevania. This is the first Castlevania on the N64. And to be honest, I wasn't very keen with this title. And I was more pissed when Legacy of Darkness came out. This is maybe the updated version of Castlevania 64. So if you're interested in these platformers and Castlevania 3D, but it's not good, please get this version. But it's also just a mediocre game. It's not my favorite, really. No. Shadowman is a hidden gem. Maybe you know it from the PlayStation. On the N64 it's also very good. It's also very playable. This is a very dark adventure game. Also in 3D, of course. It's really nice. If you're keen with this title, it's really interesting. And this version is really playable. San Francisco Rush Extreme Racing. It's a fun racer. It's okay, I think. It's not the greatest racer of all time. And you get it very cheap, you know my standard line. So maybe you give it a try or you don't. It's your choice. Donkey Kong 64. One of the best games of all time. It has great content, great gameplay. It's simply amazing. It's awesome. It's a damn great game. You have to get it. It's that good. FZero X. It's a really good racer. It's a really good future racer. Maybe you know it from the Super Nintendo, maybe from the newer systems. FZero X is really good. It's really nice and was really good. So if you are interested in these kind of games, it's worth it. It's a fun racer. It's really good. Jet Force Gemini. It's a rare game. It's a little bit different from the standard rare games. I'm not so a great fan of this game. It's good. It's absolutely rare quality. So you can, if you see this logo, you can expect what you see. Not nowadays, but in these days. It's okay. It's interesting, but you will see if you play it. I think so. After some hours, you get the same impression I got. It's a little bit strange and not so well done. But it's worth to try it, believe me. A wrestling game, NWO Revenge. It's a nice wrestling game. If you are interested in these kind of games, you know THQ made a lot of great ones, and this is also a great one. V-Rally 99, a rally game. It's okay, it's playable, it's not the greatest game of all time, of course, but it's okay. So, maybe you play it. Really great. Paper Mario, an awesome game. You know the Paper Mario series? This was the first one. We never got in the PAL regions Mario RPG. Shame on you, Nintendo. And this may be the sequel. This is Mario in paper cut. It's really interesting. It has a really nice design. It has a lot of charm, and this is a really great game. It has a lot of RPG elements. It's far from the jump and run Marios, and I think this is the kind of game even Mario hater will like. It's so damn good. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, a great Star Wars game. If you are a fan of this series, this is a game you have to get. It's really good, believe me. Banjo Kazooie. Should I say this is maybe one of the rare masterpieces? Yes. Besides Conker, I think this is Rare's masterpiece. Banjo Kazooie starts really good. In the middle it's awesome, and it ends nearly perfect. Everything in this game is so well done, so well made, so well thought. There's nothing to say about it. This is one of the best N64 games of all time. It's in the same league like Ocarina of Time. So if you are never ever played this game, just do yourself a favor and do it. It's so good. Donkey Kong Racing. Yes, it's more than a racer. It's really interesting. This racer has a story mode, and the story mode is really cool. So if you want to play a racer from Rare with Diddy Kong and other many more characters, this is your game. It's a little bit hard. It's not so unforgivable. But it's okay, it's really good. If you have a chance to play it, it's really worth it. It's a Rare game. So, and now some independent title, I think. Super Mario 64, never ever heard of it. What is this strange picture? Forget it. This was the start title, the launching title for the N64 until today. Besides Mario Galaxy, of course. 1 and 2. This is the typical of a 3D jump and run, and it was so great, it was so addictive. It's maybe one of my favorite jump and run games till today. It's so enormous great. If you never ever get a chance to play it, it's now your turn. It's so great. Of course, play it. Shadowgate 64, yeah, a dungeon crawler on the N64, an RPG dungeon crawler. Maybe you know Shadowgate from the NES. This was a really interesting game, so I think just get the 64 version. Better not. It's not good looking, it's not good playing, it's a mess. I'm not very friendly with this title, believe me. So, just look at it. It's a dungeon crawler. It's really unique on the N64. But believe me, it's not so good. Perfect Dark. Some call it the sequel to GoldenEye. But I think Perfect Dark is a good game. Of course. But it never ever touches the league of GoldenEye. Perfect Dark is good. It's really good. It's playable. It's a Rare game, of course. But GoldenEye is so much better. So maybe you can try it out, but believe me, GoldenEye is much better. The last of a bunch to end this game and this video series, Yoshis Story, is called maybe the easiest game of all time. Yeah, maybe it is so. If you want to do all the things, it's not so easy. But it has a lot of charm, and I think as a relaxed game, when you know, with all the shooters and something else now today, we don't have maybe this relax or this art game, and I think this is the same category. This is an art / relax game. This is easy going, this is happiness. I think I like this title. It's not very interesting, but it's really nice to play. You have a lot of fun. So, and next week, you think, what happened after the N64? Someone inspired me to do the controls, the plug and plays, and we do, next week, the plug and plays. Stay tuned. If you liked this video, please rate, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see us next week. Bye bye. Have a nice life. Ciao!